Good evening, this is Andrea.
If we're going to use profanity, please mute your phone.
Good evening, this is Andrea. Not sure if you heard me.
Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening, Toya. Promise delivered.
Judy
Mhm.
Curtis, A Promise Delivered.
Welcome.
Alberta, A Promise Delivered.
Welcome.
Good afternoon, A Promise Delivered. Hello, everybody.
Good evening and welcome. All right, we're right at the 8 o'clock hour. I don't want to keep you. I want to get right into it. First and foremost, welcome to everybody. Let's go over to where we're at, what's going on, what's the plan of action. So first off, the software is not complete. I don't even know what to tell you on that other than the fact of the conversation that he and I had. He basically had to admit to something that I have spoke on a couple times, but I really don't think people hear me when I say things, and it's not until later that they actually figure out what I said. When I first got with him and I explained to him how it works, what it does, how it does, what we needed to do, and all this, I explained it the same way I explained it 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks now ago. And he said, I have to admit, Mr. Lewis, that this is something far beyond what is known to most people. Now, he said that, and I said, almost without even thinking about it, I said, well, remember me saying to you that it's complex but simple. It depends on which way you look at how the mechanism of it works. It's either going to confuse the hell out of you or you'll see it, one or the other. So, like I said, 2 weeks ago, we went over the actual mechanics of how A Promise Delivered works. And what he had designed and what was getting ready to be launched was nothing like what it was supposed to be. Nothing. You would not have made any of the moves. You would not have received what you were supposed to. It would have launched. He was finished with it. His version. My version was not what he had. So after going through the mechanism one piece at a time, the same thing that everybody on here keeps asking, how does it work? Like I said, you can explain things to people. You can say this moves over here, that goes here, and then the black one goes on top of the yellow one, and then the red one comes out at the back end, right? You can say all that, and you can explain it, and you can tell a person 1 full year this man was working on something that had nothing to do with A Promise Delivered. It was what he thought A Promise Delivered was supposed to do. 1 year and 6 months to be exact. Like I said, I ain't hiding nothing. Nothing. So, what's today? Monday? Thursday, I tried to call him. I didn't get an answer. Friday, I got it. And the fight started. Friday was the 2 weeks that he needed to finish what he had put together that he thought that I wanted. It was completed. Brought it up on the screen, logged into it, put the 175 to it, and it took the 175. Now listen, it took the 175 and split it into 12 payments. How are you going to make any money like that? You're talking cents at the end. 12th grade would have been, I think it was 14 cents. You're taking $125 and split it 12 ways. And you have products from $50 all the way up to $9,000 plus, because that chair is $5,400, I think it was. Something like that. How are you going to get that out of $33? You're not. So Friday, we got, back and forth on the phone. I'm not making any excuses, number one. So if that's what you think this is, you're wrong. Everybody wants to know what's happening. What is the delay? I'm telling you what the delay is. It's not me. Okay. So we went back and forth on the discussion of how the mechanism of a promise delivered works. Now, mind you, 2 weeks ago, I gave him all of the steps. 2 weeks ago. Oh, okay, Mr. Lewis, this is great. I'll take this and we'll put it together. 2 weeks ago by Friday was this past Friday was the 2 weeks. He goes, I have to admit, your brain works different than any person I have ever talked to. This is the most delicate process of intricate movements I have ever worked on. And I said to myself, oh, okay, here we go. Here comes the BS. You always butter somebody up before you burn the toast. So I'm sit back listening. Okay, yeah, I know where I'm from. Obviously, you didn't listen to me. I'm not from here. I've said that many times. People don't believe the truth. I laugh about it myself. When I tell you I'm not from here, you can believe it or not. It's up to you. But this software is exactly an absolute math problem. It creates its own economy. Now listen, it creates its own economy. Now these are the words coming from a programmer. This is what he said. He said, do you realize this creates its own economy? All I could do was just rub my head, because I told, and I've said this to everyone on here, this platform was designed to reinstate nations. Did I not say that? I know I did. It's not a MLM or some Ponzi scheme or some, back garage built thing. This is something that will reinstate a nation of people by itself. I don't need Team Royal, don't need any of that. Team Royal is an addition to this. So I told him again, I said, yes, I remember we had a conversation when I first met you. I said, it is not your typical software. It is not your typical run-of-the-mill, go to the hardware or the software stores. You can buy MLMs. I don't know if people know that or not. You can go purchase an MLM setup. It's all programmed to do one thing or whatever it is. Get 3, make 1, get 6, make 12, and all that. Yeah, that's can be bought. You can buy these things, but they are set at a specific parameter. Now, everybody, like I said before, keeps asking, how does it work? If I told you, you wouldn't understand it. I know you said, try me. No. I didn't get on here to explain how A Promise Delivered works. What I did want to give you is the update of where we are with the software. He asked for some more time. I don't have a choice at this point. We've already burnt, and this is exactly what we talked about Friday, Saturday. His child was there, but at this point, I do care, and I do want to make sure a father spends his time with his child, especially when it's a separate thing, the baby's living here and there and all that. Saturday is that baby's time with his dad. Out of a year and 6 months, I did not call this man on a Saturday because I respected his time with his child. This past Saturday, I had to call. Why? You're calling me. Team Royal's calling me. Everything else is calling me. Where's it at? Why aren't we done? Are we moving? When we launching? You haven't launched. This. Okay, I get it. I get it. Everybody wants to get launched, and I keep telling everybody, nobody here wants this more than I do. I have some massive obligations to take care of. People who lent money, people who've put money to the system, money that I have spent, money that other people have been spending and still spending. That's all on me. Not asking and not begging for any kind of relief or whatever. It is what it is. But I will say this. We are at the point where we keep pushing forward to the finish line, stay focused, stay together. Make your way as best you can. Because I did have a conversation with a programmer company today. Yes, I went and checked. Same guys, I called them up. I pushed them off, and pushed them off, and pushed them off, and pushed them off. I said, no, actually, I got a programmer. He's doing it. He's got this. He's going to take care of it. So I called them today. Explained how it works, what it does, all the ins and outs, everything except the keys. Now, I know better than give them the keys and they don't have no paperwork with me. It's called an NDA non-compete. When you go into that part of the conversation, money is required. So I said, well, give me an idea. What am I looking at? How long would it take? And, how much is it really cost to do this? We better stick with the programmer we got. That's all I can say. It's $172,000. And they want $50,000 up front. So I say to everybody that, is having a problem with these extensions and next week, and now we're talking next month or next month and that month and this month, and I'm paying this one, 49 or 300, some of you. That's my fault. I'll take that. I'll take that. But you work off of what people tell you that are supposed to be in a professional arena. When you go to get your roof done, that's another conversation. When you go to get your roof done, you get a couple quotes, right? You have guys come over, they go up there banging around. You can hear him walking all around the roof. He comes down, he writes out a quote. You look at the quote, okay. 2 more guys come, they do the same thing. At the end of 2 days or whatever, you have 3 quotes. Really expensive, medium, affordable. Now, all three of these gentlemen say what? We can do this, we can do that, this, that, and the other. It's going to cost this, and we can have it done by 4 days, 5 days, right? That's the consensus. So you decide which outfit you're going to go with. I did the same thing with this guy. Remember, A Promise Delivered tried to launch already. That was $26,000 wasted. And I went quiet. I was looking at different programmers trying to find one in America so I can sue him if I have to. 2, affordable, because the startup amount was not there like it was the first time. 3, how long is it going to take you to do this? All right? So went through the same process I just explained. You pick the affordable one. They get up on the roof, pull the roof up, and then lo and behold, their company, this is just a crew. The company says, well, we have a Walmart going up down the street from your present job. Go down to Walmart and help them finish the roof. My roof is open, right? Because they started a job, but they left. This is what we have gone through. This is what we have gone through. You didn't know that because I didn't tell you. I'm telling you now. He put me on the back burner because it wasn't a huge amount of money sent to him for this project. But the Walmart down the street with that roof was, $60,000, $70,000 worth of income for them. So where are they going to go? They're going to go where the money is and leave the little guy. I cannot tell you how upsetting it is at this point. But I have to do 2 things. 1, I have to stay honest and upfront with you. That's number 1. Number 2, I cannot stress about this. So the point I'm making here is that whole year's worth of time that we've been waiting and trying to get this thing going was because he was down the street working on another whatever. So now we're at the tail end. You guys keep paying every month, expecting A Promise Delivered to step in and make everything good. If we had A Promise Delivered to do that. So I started calling every week, like on Mondays, we have a conversation. What's going on? Where we at? Oh, I just need 2 more weeks. I need 2 more weeks. I need 2 more weeks. 4 months later, here we are. I need 2 more weeks. I promise, now that everything is out in the open and I see how this thing works and I understand it, it's the wheel, it's this, and all the, everybody is in one spot. I explained that day 1. If you don't listen, you won't hear it. And the unfortunate part is adult Americans right now are not listening. They're just not listening for whatever reason. Everybody has their own reason. Rebellion. I don't think I should give you the respect that you deserve as someone speaking to me. I'm preoccupied doing this. I hear you over there, but what happened to communication? What happened to honesty? I don't know. Like I said, at this point, we're stuck with them to finish it by the end of the month. That's all I can say. Now, in retrospect, I've been talking about this week or the early part of next, looks like now, or somewhere around between now and next week. Let me see, I want to make sure. Those were the dates that I was given. Today is the 17th. Yeah. Anywhere between now and next week, things should change drastically for myself. Now, I've already explained to everyone as clearly as possible what my plans are. And my plans are, as like I said, 3 months will be paid to give you a break until this man finishes this software. Then I will start the process of a promise delivered, which is a $398 2 times for everybody that goes into the system. Now listen, and this is the part where I ask every time we talk or I speak to someone, please listen to me. I have no need or no reason to lie to anybody. I'm not in it for any type of getting on a pedestal. That's not me. I asked a question, or I was asked the question, why am I doing this? What's in it for me? Like I said, and I will continue to say, the internet is somewhere you can make money. It really is. But you have to have unity. I'm going to bring this back up. Some of you seen it Saturday when I explained it to the young adults. If you are like this, somebody can take hold of you and break you away from the crowd. Right? If your group out here has a problem, they can come get that group and take them away. All right? If your group is united with the rest of the community, they can't just come get you. They have to get the entire community, which they ain't going to do. And that concept is very difficult to get people to see. I'm not trying to talk any money out of people's pockets like I've been accused, or you just trying to get people to pay it so you make money. That is a very self-centered ideology. Number one, that's the way the system works. If it were you, you would be, be receiving as well. So I'm saying this to say what I'm really getting at here. When these funds are released, I'm going to take over completely with these funds. For those who have been trying to keep up and paying their monthly, I appreciate it to the point that you guys are going to get the best deal out of it, because 3 months will be paid 3 months ahead of your green day. So literally you have 4 months break. If you're red or purple, you get 2 months. You're still going to get 3 months, but one of them's going to bring you back green again. Another 2 give you 2 months ahead. Right? So everybody's like, well, that's not really a lot. It's only given a 2-month break. It's given the software or this programmer time to finish this software. And I'm going to start your journey as if you already went through a promise delivered. I'm going to start your journey in Team Royal. Now pay attention. 3 months paid Each person is going to be contacted to do their 2 extra spots at $3.98 coming from the breadbasket. $3.98 twice for each person. How much did you pay for it? Zero. I don't want your money. Like some people think I'm here for your money. Those $3.98 positions are going to start generating income instantly. And they're going under you, which is also going to make you start to receive if you have a jump start. If you don't have a jump start, don't worry about it. If you don't have a jump start, those 2 positions are going to start generating something right away. Right? Didn't ask you for a dime and won't ask you for it. There's enough coming my way that I can do it. And I'm going to do it. It's not a question about, trying to be something I'm not. Like I said, I've been out here on this internet 20 some odd years, 18, 20 years, trying to find a program that works. Team Royal works, just requires people and requires you to have the money to afford it. Promise Delivered works when we get it live. He admitted himself that it's pretty special. That's coming from a program. I already know. You already know, for the most part. A lot of you don't really know how it works, and you never will. I'm not going to share it, ever. You'll just see the results of it. Remember me saying, I have a point to prove? I want to prove a point that something can be created that's affordable for everybody and will last for a lifetime. That's what an internet program is supposed to do. It's supposed to be a stream of income that's on autopilot. So you can concentrate on vacations, going to get surgery that you need. So you need time to relax and think about healing. You need whatever else it is you're trying to do, but can't do it because you got to keep running in and punching that clock. You can't do nothing for yourself or your family if you're on a clock somewhere for somebody else that's not on the clock. Remember, when you hit the clock, you're making money for somebody else. You get a little portion of it. And I don't know why people don't see that as a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid, but they're quick to jump on something that someone else creates and start pointing fingers. Oh, that's a pyramid. What you think your job is? It's a pyramid. You all work for somebody at the top that's making buttloads of money, and you get a little piece. You don't come to work, you don't get no money. All right? That's a pyramid. But we're not here to discuss that. I just want to let you know where the software is, what he's doing, and what I plan to do. The $3.98 is going to put you into Team Royal twice. $3.98 2 times. It's going to be a position that's going to take and start sending you income the second 3 people are placed. Right now, we're talking 400 positions, somewhere around in there. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are going to start receiving daily. Now I want to see what you do. I want to see what you do. What is your mindset when you start to receive? All right. So it is out of my physical control as to the exact date and time that the software will be finished. He said by the end of the month, that's 2 weeks. I've already said that there are things in motion as we speak that will put finances in my hand. I'm not going to disclose what they are, so please don't ask. That's my personal business. But what I plan to do with them is to get everybody squared away while we're waiting for him to finish. So you can start being positive instead of negative. Every month you're leaving it 175 or whatever, 150 is leaving, $300 leaving. If those same positions are producing, then it's not leaving, it's maintaining. All right, so that's the plan. Stay positive as much as you can. Like I said, when things change or when things are released, I'm on it. You don't have to worry about it. If you get a phone call, just follow the instructions. They're already going to know what to ask of you and what the reason for the call is. You already know, I'm telling you. It's going to get you reactivated if you want to stay 3 months. Then more than likely, you'll get a phone call right after that about the 398 position. I'll say it again, nothing out of your pocket. Now I want to see how many people were listening. Test coming up shortly. But before I go into tests, any questions? You should be able, I think I turned it off, hold on. Go ahead and raise your hand if you can, and then I will pick on you for questions. Sean,
Hey, Montabo, how are you tonight?
blessed and highly favored, and yourself?
That's what's up. Same. Hey, man, I just wanted to, I don't really have a question, actually. I just want to say thank you for having backup plans for your backup plans. So I do see what you are doing to keep us all stable and motivated. And, man, I really just have to give you 2 thumbs up. I know it's not easy. I know it's very tricky, especially when you're leading a bunch of people who sometimes don't always have faith that things may not turn out a certain way. So I just want to give you 2 thumbs up, man. I vacillate myself, but I have faith that things will always turn out
Oh,
in the
absolutely.
end. Yeah, the way things that I want them to turn out. So 2 thumbs up to you. And I just want to say real quick to the family, I don't want to be preachy or anything, and I don't want to talk too long because I know other people have questions. But real quick, we could all keep focusing on sour thoughts, or we can just kind of project what we would like to have in life. It's called manifestation. I've done it before. The best thing I'm going to tell you is when I was starving and I manifested a bag full of oranges. It was one of the best testaments I could ever have. If we could all just kind of picture this being done already and how good it would feel being
Absolutely.
done. I know that sounds corny to some people, but I know some of us in this family understand manifestation, quantum mechanics, the law of attraction, and understand how it works. That's what I'm going to project. I promise you, all my energy is focused on having this platform because it's the best platform I can think of. It's better than anything that I have created to create this level of income in such a short span of time. So I am man, I'm manifesting my brains out. And just wanted to say again, thank you for all you're trying to do to make sure that we all stay motivated. Thank you.
Absolutely. Margaret?
Yes, Mantavo, sorry about that.
Mhm.
Yes, first let me say how I understand how frustrated and disappointed you must feel, as we all probably do, but we hope that and pray that this programmer now understands exactly what you need done, which I hope he does. So let's, all try and manifest that, as Sean said. The other thing was, last week you asked everybody or internationals to provide a list of department stores. I have put it in an email for New Zealand and Zimbabwe, and I will email it to 2 or 3 in agreement today,
Yes.
so you'll get it. I've
Awesome.
included phone numbers, websites, so it should be fairly straightforward for you to follow.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Mantavo. Thank you.
All right, Randy.
Yes, sir. This is an unrelated question, but you and I had talked about the Reiki master. I'd like to be able to get in touch with him if he's on here, or get his email.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I thought I just seen him. Geronald, are you on here? Yeah, he's here.
Okay, what do I need to do? Do I
Um,
get his email or phone number?
let's see if he unmutes. Geronald, if you would unmute, please. Sometimes he has a little issue with the phone. I will try to send you his email, and that way you guys can connect that way.
Okay, that works for me. Have a great evening, boss. I'm hitting the bed.
All right, appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
All right, Jamie.
There we go. Yeah, different topic. Okay, so I received the email, because like you're, making sure who's going to be, with the group. And so, okay, so I sent in the form, the Google Doc form that came through my personal email. Fine, no problem. But I just received another one to my business email. Do you still want me to fill that out as well?
No. If you filled out the form once, only fill it out once. Like I
Okay.
said, when I send that out, I send it to all of the mailing list that I had to make sure everybody got a chance to stick with the fam. So some people will get it 3 or 4 times, or have gotten it 3 or 4 times. That's why.
Okay, I was just double checking. That's all. Okay,
Yeah,
good
you're
enough.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought I saw more questions. Geronimo, if you are available to unmute, please do so. If not, I'll just email you his information and you guys can get together that way. David?
Yes, Mantavo. I just want to congratulate you and say we're all behind you, and it's not your fault that the programmers did that to us. It's not no one's fault but the programmer, because he should have been honest with you weeks ago, many weeks ago.
Yep.
So we're all together. We got to show patience, and just hopefully he'll be done, but like he promised now by the end of the month.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm looking forward to.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mantavo. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Winnie?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, just for clarity, you said you don't need money out of our pockets, if I understood well.
Mhm.
And you're going to give those 2 positions. Now, does it mean we are not going to give the 175?
Not yet. You have to have a promise delivered for that.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you
Now,
hold on to that.
okay. Now, something else. I believe in anything that happens, there is a lesson to learn. Meaning, there is a lesson to learn to exercise patience. And there is a lesson to learn that God's timing is not our timing. We are not only learning a lesson, he always took it for granted. I know. But now he's saying, wait a minute, there is something other than what I always knew. I believe he is also learning so that he will not repeat it to somebody else.
I hope not.
And this is all God's directives. If Montalvo, a promise delivered, was anointed by the Most High, then he's in control. All we need to do is to exercise patience.
Yep.
And we look at that arm which Montalvo just showed, 5 fingers together, which we learned on Sunday. If they are separated, well, that's trouble. So let's stick together. Well, that would be my request, humble request, and move on with the positive energy from each one of us. I believe the way he said before end month, you'll be surprised. It could be sooner than we think or what he thinks. Because we are following God's timing. That's my belief. All right, family, that's all I had. Montalvo, that's all I had.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Most welcome.
Sherry?
Hey, Montalvo. Me, just like everybody else, I want to let you know we standing right next to you.
Yeah.
All we have to do, and we know that this program was anointed by God and he gave it to you.
Yeah.
You know, the word says a prophet is without honor in his own home or own house. And you are the prophet of this program. You've been obedient. You've done what you had to do, and you've been upfront and honest with us. So the only thing I'm going to be like my sister, we're just going to pray that those that have been blessed to be a part of this particular program just, leave you alone and maintain faith, because that's what's happening. Whenever the devil shows his head, we know this program is heading for success, because the enemy keeps coming in, and the Bible says he's like a roaring lion. He's not a lion, but he's act like he is. And so I just want to let you know that we got you. Whatever you need me to do, just let me know, but we got you, because we know what God is doing through you. And we appreciate being a blessing of this awesome, awesome platform.
Absolutely.
You ladies better preach that thing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Again, I think the easiest way to navigate anymore is to just be upfront with people. Just tell the truth. Some people can deal with the truth, and a lot really can't. It's really up to the individual. I know what I'm here to do, and I'm going to continue doing that. And then we'll see how everything works at the other end. Like I said, you're going to be put in the same position. Just wait. It's coming. All right, Jerome.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
I'm well. Yourself?
Excellent, excellent. Randy wanted to speak to you. I think he's already gone. But give me an email address that I can send to him so that you guys, he wants to talk to you.
Okay. Do you know my email address? You can pull it off
I'll
off the
get
system.
the one that you put in the system. I'll go get that one.
Yeah, that's the one. And you can
Okay.
include my telephone number there. I'd like for him to text me so I'll know, of course, the number that I'm talking to and everything.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put his information in the email to you. That way you'll know what's going
Okay.
on. And then I'll send him your stuff and then, let him know to text you first. His name is Randy. Put his name in there so you know who to answer, all that good stuff.
Okay, well, we'll work with him.
Okay.
As far as the call, you were saying that the program was looking at before the end of, by at least the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
As far as what you would have to do to get us up and going after he has submitted that to you, you would say maybe 2 weeks after that before we're running?
No, once he hands it to me, because he's going to test it before he gives it to me. That's why he wants 2 weeks. Because I told him I don't want any more updates. I want a finished product. So in order for him to hand me a finished product, he has to test it. That means when I get it, it launches instantly right there on the spot.
Okay.
And for those, I get where you're coming from, or I can feel the question coming. If you're not ready, you will be ready. Like I said, when these funds come in, which I already know they're coming, I just don't know the day. I'm going to pre-launch and launch a Promise Delivered for those who either have it or don't. And if you take advantage of me for making this offer, trust me, you won't be able to keep it. So if you have the 175, put it up and join. Don't be one of those. Oh, you going to pay for it? I ain't going to pay for it. Don't be that person. I assure you, I don't have to do anything to you. It's going to happen automatically. It's called karma. So my thing to that is don't worry. If I launch and you're not ready, I'll make sure you're ready.
So we're looking at a 2-week window with you and with the programmer doing what he's supposed to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Within these next 2 weeks, yes.
Okay.
We're going to be tight either way.
All right. Well, that sounds good. That's a question for everyone. That wasn't just my question.
Right.
Want to ask you something a little off of what we're talking about, or the program and everything.
Mm-hmm.
As far as what's going on in DC at the present time,
mm-hmm.
How much are we going to be affected by all of these cuts that the South African is making in America?
Well, that's a very political, loaded question. Number one, we have to get back on our feet. We cannot worry, but that's the problem that America has put into our mindsets to worry about what everybody else is doing. This is no disrespect to the question, but it has everything to do with us minding our own business. Now, you have to understand what we did to Africa. You already know. A lot of people don't. We have taken advantage, pillaged, killed, raped, destroyed countries, entire countries over there. States, we call them states, they call them provinces, or what is it they call them countries because they are rather large. We, America, has gone over there, told them, hey, we'll make sure you're good if you give us this. They took the product and then killed them. So when you ask a question like that, what is his moves going to do to us? It's going to be a slight mess if you want, products that they produce there. It's going to show that, that hard hand or that thumb that we put on all the countries around the world has been cut off. You no longer can just step in and tell a country what to do, how to live. Give me your resources and let me sell them back to you. So I applaud him. He told Trump straight up, no, we're not doing that. Now, I love Trump, and I know that infuriates a lot of people to hear me say that, but transparency is everything. You can put your hand on somebody and guide their shoulder, go over here, go over there. And that person that you have your hand on is either going to listen to you and go in those directions that you push and pull them on, or they're going to say, hey, wait a minute. Get your hand off of me, first of all. What do you want? No. So there's two different people on the planet right now. Some that can be led, and there's some that say, nah, we're not going for that. No, absolutely not. You've done it once. We're not going to allow you to do it again. No. And I applaud them. Stand up. That's what we need to do here, believe it or not. What he's doing over there needs to happen right here. But you got a lot of people that are afraid to stand up. Well, you get killed like that, probably. But I'd rather stand up fighting than lay down and be shot. Because I might get off one round to take you out. You trying to get me, I'm going to get you. But if you lay down, and just walk up, you're done. But to answer your question, Geronimo, I don't think it's going to have that big of an impact because of the simple fact we really are not importing, exporting a lot in Africa. We were raping that country left and right. Hillary, all you got to do is look at her track record in that country.
Yes,
George.
Yes. Oh, yeah. The as they call it, the deep state. And I know a lot of people don't understand or agree with that title, but that does exist.
It's the truth.
But I sort of agree. We gotta wait and see what's going to take place. Hopefully, the first part is, as you say, the darkness before the dawn is just exactly like with our program that we're seeking to do.
Absolutely.
But hopefully moving forward, and hopefully we can get started within the next 2 weeks, because I know everybody's in a tight situation looking at March, another come around.
Yeah.
So hopefully everything will come through. Hopefully the program will start being above board and honest with us and take us to the next level. I know that's what your wishes are.
Absolutely.
So if you contact Randy, just let him know that it only takes a moment for him to get in contact with me, and he will be well pleased with the service I'm able to render to him.
Absolutely.
And once the program is going, all debts will be repaid, no matter what they are.
Right. Everything will be taken care of. Everything's good. I already see it finished myself. And the last thing I said to him was, just finish it. Whatever, issues we had those last couple of days, I got heated. I'm human. I'm not always the nice guy on the screen. I can be a complete asshole when I want to be.
America.
Just being honest.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Trust me, when I roar, you know it. So we'll get through it. He understands what I want and need from him. I understand whatever he needs, he got. Like before, if he asked for it, he got it. including payments. So, you know, it's one, I did my part, you do yours. Simple.
All right.
Thank you, Toronto. I'll get that
Thank you.
information to you.
Thank you.
All right, Valen?
Matava, I know you said before that you had gone to school for coding. Have you considered going back to
Yes.
school just to finish it?
Yep. Yep. And
Okay.
I have a professional platform that can take over from where he is. He exactly said 3 months in a fully automated system. It'll be, you know, pretty much the same thing we're getting. It just won't have, I don't have to worry about it, but it is 100 and something odd thousand. It's a lot, but they have what they need. I already got the paperwork in place, which is a non-disclosure, non-compete. It's already signed, but 50 grand is required to start.
Okay. So have you considered also possibly applying for grants or something like that to help pay for it, or maybe raising the money in some kind of way?
I did that, and I'm 26,000 in the hole right now from that same thing, so I'll never do that again.
Okay. Okay. I was just trying to see what other options we might have, because I know if you completed a coding program, it would get done, because, you know, nobody cares about your company like you do. You know, other people will drag things out and take their time and keep delaying it. But if you had the coding experience, you will be able to just get it done, because you know exactly how you want the program and the software to run.
Yep.
You know.
That's another, it's a 2-year course. After the second year, you have to go internship, which is working under that school's brand for 1 year. So that's a 3-year investment, either way you look at it.
And, you know, possibly we might have, or some of us might know coders.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know any.
Yeah, they're out there, but knowing them is the thing. There's some coders coming out, I think, in June of this year. But you gotta, AI was MIT, but you gotta get to them before they do the, at the end of the school, they do the job search for them, they find them jobs and all that. You gotta get to them before then. And a lot of times when you get to the 11th hour, which is that last term, they're very difficult to get a hold of. I got 2 people in MIT right now. And if somebody knows a coder, by all means, that's what's needed. A strong.
Yeah, because I was just thinking of all the different options, because it seems like with our programmer, he just keeps like dragging it out with little things. Like, I'm like, that probably should have been done like months ago, like the pictures and the website details. Like, to me, that's like small stuff that could be done within less than a week, like a few days. And it keeps getting dragged out. So I was just trying to think of all the different options that we have, because we all stand by you and we believe in this company. So we're going to ride till the wheels fall off.
Right.
But I was just trying to see what other options we had. But thank you so much, Matavo.
Absolutely. iPhone. Guess.
Hello, Matavo.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Look, I'm calling that you say maybe 2 weeks be going. I'm going to be going on a cruise for about 6-7 days. And if they launch while I'm on the cruise, what do I do? Just wait till I get back, or what?
You should have internet on a cruise ship.
I know last time I went, I didn't have it. I don't know if I could probably try to get it. I didn't even try to get it, but I know I didn't have it.
Yeah, if the new, like the packages, you may have to, it's probably like $60 or $70 more. Might be a little bit more than that. You have to actually add that to a package. But they have internet on them. If you're going, I think it's 75 miles out from the coast, where's the cruise going?
We're going to the Caribbean, and I don't know where. I didn't book it. My wife booked it.
You should have internet. If not, if you're going to be gone 7 days, you're fine. You'll be all right. Just wait till you get back.
Okay.
Or when you get to the hotel, log in and get in.
Oh, okay. All righty, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Winnie.
Yeah. You just mentioned about a coder. Now, what type of a coder? Because you wouldn't be needing
A coder is a person that writes software. So the coder it could be just about any coder. It's just what style of coding, which is B2B, B2B. There's a bunch of different things. This is e-commerce e-commerce. It is shopping cart, B2B. It's all mixed in one. When you start talking coding, I'll have all of you confused. You won't even know which toenail you're looking at if I really went into it. But a coder is a person that can write software from written word. So it would say, like, just to give you an idea, to write code, it would say first grade, you have shopping cart there, you have products in the amount of such, you have a royalty, and you have the process of how it works, what happens step for step. And that's written out in code so that what is written happens mechanically and digitally. So they're the person that knows how to write movement in technology. It's very difficult to explain.
Okay, thank you. Because there is also medical billing and coding, so that's why I was confused. So this will be the commercial type.
Yes,
right?
these are professional people that do this for a living. He is not that.
Okay.
He is, but he's not the big boys. That's why the big boys won $170,000, where he took 14.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, as that good old saying says, you get what you pay for. But I'm not going to worry about it. I appreciate the input. Anything else? Anybody else before I go?
Matavo, go ahead. Was that Winnie?
Yeah. I was just going to say, with God's directive, things would work out.
Yep.
More than we even expect. That's what I feel within me. And I believe most of you on the call, right? All right. Thank you. Receive all that positive energy.
Matavo, I just want to mention Camilla Barnes in the chat said she might know a coder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get him on the phone with me.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. So